Today I'm going to show you some shortcuts that you can use with your keyboard to save a little time. It may not seem like much, but actually someone did the calculation and it looks like you can save approximately 64 hours a year by learning keyboard shortcuts. So I don't know about you, but it's worth it to me. You never know what you can fit into those 64 hours. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to copy something very easily and quickly. So let's say I want to send this article to a friend of mine who tells me that she's just too old to go out and have a good time. Well, I'm going to send this to her. So the first thing that I'll do is copy the part of it that I want to send her. And the keyboard shortcut that I'm going to use for my Mac is Command C. On a PC, it would be Control C. The next thing I'm going to do is open up a new Word document. So I'm going to click on Word, and now to open a new one, I would do Command N. On a PC, you would do Control N for a new document. And now to paste that text that I copied about Am I Too Old to Party, I am going to do on my Mac again, Command V. On a PC, you would do Control V. So here you go, and you can see that I have copied and pasted that part of the article. Okay? So let's say that you wanted to paste that text and photograph that you copied, but without the formatting, meaning that you don't want it to have the same font, you don't want the spacing to be the way that they did it, you just want your text on there. The easy way to do that on a Mac is to press Control, Command, and V. And then it'll bring up this little window. And in this case, I'm going to say unformatted text because I just want the text. And there you go. So that's just bringing you the text without the images and without the formatting that you saw before. In order to paste without formatting on a PC, you will do Shift, Control, and V. And incidentally, like I said, I am doing this on a Mac. And so if you're doing this on a PC and you find that my instructions are wrong, please write that in the comments section because I really don't have a way of testing it, but I have checked and these should be the correct shortcuts for you on a PC. So now let's say I just wanted to copy the image of this woman and I wanted to paste that somewhere. In order to do that on a Mac, I am going to do Control and click on the image. And here you will see I can copy the image. And if I do that, it's just going to go to my clipboard, which is sort of an invisible place to save things that you're going to use next. And then I'm going to go to my document again, and I am going to just paste it. Remember, paste for my Mac is Command V. And there's the picture. Another thing that I could have done is copied the picture, and again on my Mac, that is Control, click, and then I could have saved the image. If I do that, I can rename it Me at 95, and I'm going to save it. And what that will do is save it onto my desktop where I can drag it into somewhere or paste it somewhere else, anything I want to do if I want to save it for another time to use. Now let's say that I want to save this document that I've been working on. Okay? A very quick way to do that is Control S on a PC or Command S on my Mac. This is going to bring up, if I've not yet saved it, this will bring up a window in which I can save it. So we're just going to name it Article, and I am going to save it on my desktop. Okay? If I do anything else to it, I can just use the shortcut Command S, and it will save my changes. On your PC, you want to use Control S. I know this sounds like a lot. Bear with me. It's going to be very easy once you get used to it. So let's say that now I wanted to really highlight something in this article that I'm sending to my friend. I want to bold, make this part bold. He just turned 100. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to do Command B, which will turn that into bold type. On my PC, I'm going to do Control B. Let's say that I wanted to make that line italic also. I would highlight it. On my Mac, Command I, and that will make it italicized. Of course, on your PC, it's going to be Control I. And let's say to just really, really make sure that my friend sees this line, I'm going to underline it, and that would be Command U. On your PC, I bet you guessed, it's Control U. But suppose I've decided, I really didn't mean to underline that. I could go back and highlight it and take out the underlining, or I can use a shortcut that will undo the last action that I took. As a matter of fact, if you keep using the shortcut over and over, it will undo many of the actions you've just done, and I'll show you how. So for now, I want to just remove that underlining. In order to do that, on the Mac, I am going to do Command Z, and you notice the underlining went away. On your PC, it's going to be Control Z. If I wanted to also undo the italics, I'm just going to do Command Z again, and it will undo the italics. And if I don't even want it bold anymore, I'm going to Command Z again, and now it's back to normal type. But then, I've changed my mind. I actually do want to have all of those things done. Well, you can redo the changes by just doing on your Mac Command Y, on your PC Control Y. So I'm going to do that now. Command Y, it first puts back the bold. Command Y, then it puts back the italics. Command Y, and then it puts back the underline. Now, let's say, you know what, I don't want any of this text on my page at all. I just want to go back to my clean page. I can do Command A, and that will select all of the text and images and everything on my document. So to select all, on a Mac, Command A, on a PC, Control A. After you've done that, it will select all of that, and then you can just hit Delete, and it will get rid of it all. Now you might be thinking, I wonder if I can undo that last thing that I did. I didn't mean to delete that. Yes, you can. You can do Command Z, and everything will reappear. That's kind of cool. Okay, another thing that you can do is, let's say I want to print this now. So what I would do is Command P, and that will open up my print dialog box, and I can print this document. On your PC, your shortcut is Control P. Okay? So I'm not going to print this because I really don't need to. Now, let's say that you wanted to quit this active window. So in other words, I want to get down to my desktop and see what's going on there, or I want to look at some of the apps that are open behind this. You can just close it, of course, or what you can do is press Command H, and that will hide that app. Now, if you want to go back to it, you'd have to click Word again. Another way that you can get rid of it is to Command M, which minimizes it and puts it here. And then you can open it back up again. On your PC, those would be Control M to minimize, Control H to hide it. So now I'm just going to hide all of these documents and pages that I have open. Just keep hitting Command H, and I can get back to my desktop there. Okay? And if I wanted to bring them all back, of course I could open any one that I want. Then let's say you want to take a screenshot. So on a Mac, to take a screenshot, you're going to do these three keys together: Shift, Command, and 3. And that has just taken a picture of the whole screen. But suppose I only want to take a picture of one part of the screen, this ad on the right here, choose a trusted partner. Okay, in that case, I am going to Shift, Command, and 4. When I do that, I will get this little, I don't know, crosshairs, I guess, and I can click and drag that to the sections that I want to copy. I already forgot that I said I was going to just do that ad on the right. Anyway, let's say I do want to do that. So I would do Shift, Command, and 4. I'm going to get my crosshairs. I can click and drag it around the section I want, let go, and it will bring up the picture here and also save it on my desktop. If I click on this before it saves it to my desktop, I can make some edits to it. We can go over that in another video if you want. I just want to keep things simple this time. Otherwise, it will just save it onto your desktop and you can use it wherever you want. For Windows, you are going to click the Windows button, Win plus Shift plus S, and that will automatically open a program evidently called Snip and Sketch. I really don't know much about the PC, so I'm hoping that's true. You can give it a try and let me know if that is the case. And I'm just going to show you another couple of things quickly for a document or for your desktop. So here's one. Suppose I'm writing a letter on a Word document, or really anything. It doesn't matter. You can be in a text box anywhere. So let's say you want to use some emojis because, of course, who wouldn't? And you're like, ugh, where are the emojis on my keyboard? I can't figure this out. Well, I'm going to tell you how you can find those emojis anywhere, wherever you're going to type text, even if it's not on your cell phone or somewhere that obviously has an emoji keyboard available. So what you're going to do for a Mac is click Control, Command, and Space Bar. And look, all those emojis come up. Isn't that cool? So you can use any ones that you want, and it will put it in your picture. See? And in order to do that on a PC, you're going to press the Windows key plus the period on your keyboard. Okay? One last thing. Let's say that you wanted to open up a folder to put all of these things in that you've been working on. So, of course, you can do File, New Folder, and that, but you see these little things right here? So if you're on your desktop, in order to just get a new folder on there, you're going to do Shift, Command, and N, and that will get you the new folder. You can type the new name in it. Okay, and now you have a new folder. And now you can click and drag around all of these things on your desktop, which will make them all active, and drag them right into that new folder. Okay?